Normani clapped back again and got dragged again. Hey everybody, welcome to A Pop of Culture. I'm your host, Esoteric and Facetious, and this is A Pop of Culture, which is my video essay podcast where I speak on pop culture, social justice, and human experience from a Black, bisexual, millennial, Gen Z perspective. So I was scrolling through Twitter, I see that Normani posted a photo shoot, and I'm a Normani fan. She was looking good, so I'm like, let me hit the like button. So then I'm scrolling through because I'm like, wait a minute, like maybe this is a photo shoot that's promoting something. Like maybe she's actually gonna give us candy paint, maybe like something's coming up, maybe there's a project. So I scroll through her Twitter and I see her telling somebody to shut the F up. And I was confused because I'm like, wait a minute, we already were here before, we already did this. Months ago, I filmed a video about Normani clapping back at a fan, and I thought that that was just a lapse of judgment. I thought she just was upset, she was just angry, she was just going through it. But I'm like, you're doing the same thing again. To see it happening again in the almost same exact way, where somebody said something slick or shady on Twitter and she quoted them, somebody who didn't tag her. So I wanted to discuss my thoughts, my feelings on this matter, so let's get into it. So Normani, she claps back. Clearly, she is frustrated. She states later on that she's been going through a lot of personal stuff. I want to say I feel for Normani. I can't imagine all the pressure she's under. Even me, I'm going through my little things in life, so I feel for her with the fact that she's going through personal stuff, and she also has this huge career where there's so many people expecting so much from her. Being somebody in your 20s is a lot already, but you have the world watching you, Black America watching you, Black young America watching you. Everyone's waiting for you to make that move, and if you slay, if you do it right, then you're gonna get the praise. But if you slip and fall, people are gonna have stuff to say too. So I feel like it definitely has to be a lot of pressure. So putting that 20-something stress and pressure plus the career stuff, I'm sure it is a lot. So I do feel for her. But my issue with the whole situation was we already had this happen. You already clapped back at somebody. You already told somebody that they need to watch themselves, and you told people, I'm not playing with y'all, whatever. You had that moment. For me, I saw that moment as a lapse of judgment, just a moment of frustration where she just needed to pop off. And for me, that was fine because, like I said, all the pressure, all the stress, all of this in the personal life and in the professional life, that's a lot to deal with. But for me, I personally didn't care for her clapping back a second time because I just felt like that wasn't needed. I felt like she should have learned a lesson from the first situation and learned to move differently. Because here's my thing, you already got triggered by someone and clapped back, so you already got that experience of clapping back and popping off. And like I said, a lot of us fans, we could take that as, okay, she had a lapse of judgment. But when you keep popping off at people, people's image of Normani is changing because she keeps clapping back. And my thing is, I think she can defend herself, but I think the issue is, I personally expect celebrities and artists to have the ability to not react out of emotion. And I guess what I'm seeing through Normani is not everybody has that ability to do that. I grew up with a lot of media trained celebrities like Beyonce and Raven-Symoné, where when they are on, meaning when they're performing, when they're in the public eye, they are on, they're not gonna sit here and say something out of pocket. They're not gonna say something that can be misconstrued and can be put into an article. I am used to seeing celebrities and public figures handle themselves in a certain way. The thing that disconnects me from Normani is she doesn't do things that way. And it's weird to me because I'm like, she's not new to the public eye. She's been in the public eye since X Factor. But I think it's different because when she was a part of Fifth Harmony, she was a part of a group. But now that all eyes are on Normani, I feel like she's not necessarily accustomed to what comes with being a solo star in the age of social media. So that's the disconnect I have with Normani, because with people like Beyonce, people like Raven-Symoné, you're not going to catch them on an off day. They seem to just be very in control of themselves, where if somebody says something shady about Raven, she's not gonna sit here and clap back with you. But that's the thing, like with Raven, I remember she made a TikTok, and I may try to insert it here. But basically she was saying how people will say little slick stuff here and there, but her coin is right. She's been working in the industry since she was a child. Her career is good, her money is good, she and her wife are good. So it feels like with Raven, there's nothing you can really say to Raven where it's gonna make her pop off and say anything out of her character. Normani clearly has some aspirations when it comes to being a musical artist, being an it girl, being successful, but it doesn't seem like she's holding herself to the standard that I guess and I'm sure a lot of other people have for public figures, where she let some of that stuff slide. Because that's the thing, Normani is one of the most followed young Black entertainers. I checked the other day, she has like 7 million followers. And one of the things I want to know note here is I'm 23 years old, and when I look at the people who are following and engaging with Normani's content, like every cousin that I have who's from the ages of 18 to 35 has their eyes on Normani, has their thoughts on Normani, is checking for Normani. Every person I went to college with who's Black or who went to high school with has their eyes on Normani, is checking on her, has some opinions on her. Like, the world is watching her. And so when you have all these people supporting you, checking for you, looking for you, when you have all that potential, when people like Janet Jackson and Ciara and Beyonce are shouting you out or inviting you to events and stuff like that, you have so many people who want you to win, who are supporting you, who are looking for you to succeed. You can't be sitting here popping off and acting like you just some random girl on Twitter. I feel like if she wants to get to that level and be that artist that everybody is in awe over, she has to handle herself in certain ways. If you are the it girl, if you are the celebrity, you can't pop off the same way that somebody who is just a random person on Twitter does, because you have all these people watching, all these people who are rooting for her, all this money that's been put into her brand, her career. I feel like she has to handle herself in a different way. And I'm not gonna lie, even as a small content creator, like, some of those comments that people say can really get under your skin, but I feel like she has to find a way to focus on herself, her career, her success, and her well-being, be grateful for the wonderful opportunities that she's been granted, and not let those comments trigger her. I feel like she has to lean into that and stop focusing on the people who are out for her to lose. I think she has to focus on all the positives in her life and not give energy or attention to the people who have negative things to say. And I've suggested this before, and I'll suggest it again. I think she may need somebody else to run her social media. I think she may need to have a middleman or middle person where she sends them cute selfies, and she may give them little phrases she likes to say. She may send them baby pictures and little behind the scenes stuff, maybe some selfies and little selfie videos she may have taken at different music videos while she was recording, different behind the scene pictures, maybe a selfie she has with Ciara, like just little stuff here and there from her career, things that she's done so far, different milestones, different things that make her happy, maybe fan art that makes her happy, just different stuff like that, little memories, mementos, like stuff from Fifth Harmony. She can send them all that stuff, and then they can schedule different uploads, because at this point, her anger towards people being shady towards her, while it's valid, is starting to impact how people see her, because she keeps promising music, but then she doesn't deliver, and people are starting to get frustrated. So how do y'all feel? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Bye bye. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you like this video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the points I made in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share. That way, even if YouTube isn't pushing my content, those who resonate with it are sharing it so it can connect with others who would enjoy it. Those are some easy, free ways to support a pop of culture. If you want to support this show financially, feel free to send a tip to my Cash App or buy me a cup of coffee, both are linked below. All who donate will be featured in the credits of my long-form commentary and cover videos. There are 2 playlists that are going to pop up, one where you can binge watch my covers and one where you can binge watch my commentary. Enjoy. Bye-bye.